Hey guys, Charlie here. Welcome to another video. And many of you might wonder if it's a good idea to target people from other country other than the one you live in or the one you're from. And one of the great benefits of having a online business is that basically we can we can reach absolutely everybody in the world, right? So the whole market is our market, and the chances and the possibilities are simply incredible because anyone that knows the same language that we know can understand us, and we have less boundaries. So this is something that has like unified the world, like the globalization and the the international markets and everything. And for services, which is what most fitness coaches offer, it's the same. Like international services are gonna be each time more common, and it's gonna expand more and more and more. So basically, the market is becoming one, and there are some things that you have to take in consideration before targeting or doing content for a specific region of the world. So the first thing I would say is that the language is the number one barrier or thing you should have in mind when doing content and targeting, because many of you might have followers from other countries. For example, if you are a coach from the US and you have followers from Mexico, even maybe those followers are Mexicans that know Spanish and English, right? But if you target people from Mexico, it's not gonna work very well. If you target people like in an ad, for example, it's not gonna work very well, and it's not gonna convert because many people from Mexico don't speak English. So it's not such a smart idea. Um, and maybe not Mexico, but maybe you have people from other countries that speak English as well, like England or Australia or Canada, right? And then the language is not like a barrier, but rather the slang, right? Because there's certain words that even if people from other countries might understand it, they don't like it or they mean something different. For example, in Spanish, it's very complicated because every single country has their slang, and there's so many countries that speak Spanish that it's very difficult to actually market something online to other countries. So you guys have to try to simply speak the more neutral and natural way possible in order to actually get your message and don't get it like distortion in the way. But yeah, language is a barrier. Obviously, slang is a barrier too. So you have to take in consideration both of them. Now, if you're from a country like mine, like Costa Rica, that it's very small, and for example, here in Costa Rica, many people want to actually target people from the U.S. Even if for example, me, I speak Spanish, but I rather like practice my English and do English content because here in Costa Rica the market is very small, and number two, the paying capacity and the mindset of people is very different. So for me, it's a better opportunity to actually attempt the U.S. market. But if you are from the U.S., maybe the U.S. is big enough for you. If you just happen to have a lot of followers from other countries and you want to see if it's possible to target them, one of the things you can do is go to your Instagram or Facebook insights, and then there you can see from what parts of the world are the people that are following you. So yeah, like if you see a considerable percentage of people from other countries following you, you might want to investigate a little bit, do a little bit of research on the cultural aspect of that country, because you don't want to find yourself like doing things or saying stuff that they perceive in a different way than the one you had in mind. So this doesn't have to be like a very complicated thing, but think of it as if you were a brand. So you obviously can't. You have to see yourself as a global brand. You can't like pretend to be a German brand if you're from the U.S., for example, right? Because in your case, your brand is you, yeah, right? You have a personal brand. Your brand is your name. Like in my case, my personal brand is Charlie Vargas Fitness Marketing. But I can't pretend to be from the U.S. because I'm not, and I can't play that way. It's not like Coca-Cola, for example. Coca-Cola is from the U.S., but there's Coca-Cola in Latin America, and it feels very Latin. And there's Coca-Cola in China, and it feels very Chinese. And there's Coca-Cola in the U.S., and it feels very American. So brands have that power of making you feel like if the brand was from your country, even if it's not originally. But us as people, as a personal brand, we can't do that. So we have to like own a lot our country and our origin. For example, in my case, I take Costa Rica for my advantage because I know that Costa Rica is a very like tropical place and it's like a paradise for many people, and you can use that into your advantage, right? Because you can be shooting videos from the beach or just walking in the jungle, whatever. Even though I haven't done any of those, but there are very possible things to do, and people find it like exotic, right? So I just simply say I'm from Costa Rica and that's it. I don't do anything else. But I'm not pretending to be from another country because it's part of me and who I am. So this also involves you being genuine and everything. Um, but definitely, for example, in my case, I want to speak to people from the US and other countries, so I don't speak Spanish, first of all, and I try to not say words that you guys are not going to understand. And not even the slang itself, but also the technicisms of words that marketing has, for example. I know that many of you are not marketing specialists and you didn't study business in college. You maybe study something related with the body, right? Maybe it was like physical education or another career that I don't know many names on that in that aspect. But the thing is, it's like when you're trying to sell something, you're not gonna like be very specific on the. You're not gonna like say very complicated terms because people are not gonna understand and are not gonna buy from you because they're gonna be like, this is very complicated. I don't get it. I don't want it. You rather lower your language to a language that people understand, so that they can consider you as an option, right? Obviously, that depends if you were targeting maybe a more intellectual niche or that know more about fitness. For example, if you were targeting maybe CrossFitters that have been doing CrossFit for more than 3 5 years, maybe you could do like more like you could speak a more technical language. But if not, if you're like targeting people that want to get ripped or that work and don't have a lot of time, want to lose some fat, then you just want to like talk a lot more normal, right, and more natural. But yeah, guys, there's many aspects that you have to take in consideration before actually targeting ads and doing content for a specific country. I would say that just own the country that you're from, do the content in the language you feel more comfortable with, or like in my case, if you just want to like get out of your country because it's very limited, then just simply do the switch 100%. I'm not very I don't like a lot the 50-50 language profiles, for example, but it could work as well. But I don't recommend it. It's more complicated. It's more work. Um, and people that do it usually are like superstars, right? That they have like they pay someone to do the post for them, so they don't have to worry about it. If you can do that, then go ahead, like go for it, or maybe do the work. But I think it's not necessary. And yeah, take in consideration all the intercultural barriers there are, like the language, the culture, the slang, and other stuff that you may encounter. Check your insights to see if you should if maybe there's an opportunity in another country or another region. If you're in your own country, if you're in the US, it has a lot of states, so definitely that can work as well. And yeah, guys, I don't know if I recap everything, but I think that I just throw in a lot of information. So yeah, this is a very, very good time for expanding your services to the world. But you have to remember that it's not that simple. There are a lot of opportunities out there, but we have to learn how to communicate them the best way possible. Alright, guys, so this is it for today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Pura vida.